Oh man, ain't nobody been able to hear none of my trades that I've been putting in. Oh, that's tough. Sorry about that. I wonder if Facebook got them. I don't know. Facebook might not have been hearing my trades either. Tough. All right, so I'll actually run back through them really quick after I get finished with this gold TP2. So you guys, since you guys are up now, Sebastian, what's happening?
What's good, big bro?
Not much. 1199990. 1199990. All right, I'm going to put these trades in the chat so you guys can actually see them, but I'm going to run over them again real quick for you.
Thank you. Is there a way to I know for Trader's Way I can't get into gold unless I put down a lot size of $1. Is there anything that has I could put a lower size down? Like a different broker?
Yeah, you just gotta switch your broker. Trader's Way requires $1, but I believe like FX Choice or JFX, they allow you to put a smaller lot size on that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna have to get all that together.
Cool. All right, so I just dropped all of the trades in there for you guys to see. The caddy is close to it actually triggered for us to already get into the buy, but that happened in the 8 o'clock hour. So it's already in profit, but it might come back down to touch those lines again. So every point that I gave you guys are like points on the line. You can put them in with the stop loss. They're all at about 20 pips. A few of those stop losses, they're like 10 and 15 pips. So, definitely take a look and get into some of these trades. All right, NZD, USD. All right. Man, these trades been tripping. I ain't even gonna lie. I've never seen a run like this before, ever.
Yeah, AUD been going crazy.
I came in trading at the wrong week. Sheesh. All right, NZD USD is it's not anywhere for us to, it's not close for us to put in any trades. So we'll hold off on that one for now. Double check. See if I built everything correct when I drew this up. Ari, do you see how I'm putting everything in my screen and drawing from there? Yes, no, maybe so?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's the diagonal line? What's that?
It's just something that comes with the Fibonacci joint. Okay. I'm sure they use it for something, but I don't.
It's okay.
All right, so let's see where we're at. All right, so as you guys can see with the NZD USD, just not in any zone for us to get into that trade. So it's Friday, no need to even look. NZD JPY, what we got? Same thing. Man, I wish I was there for that one.
Do you close your trades over the weekend or you leave them running?
It depends on what we got going on. So, if my trade is already in profit, like 20, 25 pips or something like that, then I'm going to move my my stop loss to a stop profit, probably about 15 pips, and I'll leave it open. But that way, things happen, it'll close me out. The only downside about the weekend is it can jump over your stop loss.
See, oh, my bad, go ahead.
No, I was just, so don't think just because my stop loss is there that it's going to like close out your trade, because you could wake up Sunday when the market opened and it's completely jumped over the stop loss, so it never had an opportunity to trigger.
See, I was thinking about that, like a little experiment this weekend. If I put a buy stop or a sell stop on the other side of whatever candle was going to close when the market closed to see if it triggered. But
well, look, this is a quick formula. All right, so let me pull up a pad. I got get my teaching on today. All right, so can I make this bigger? Yes. All right, so if you was to put, let's say you have $1,000, right?
mm-hmm.
And you was to get 10%. Right, do you know what 10% of 1,000 is?
Like $10,
$100.
$100.
All right, so let's say you gain 10%. All right, so you got $100 on that trade. Now the issue is this $100 does not seem like a lot of money, and people get lost and lose their money because this 100 to them is not a lot of money when they see me make 5 or me make 1,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to understand that you just did a 10% increase on your $1,000. So where else are you going to, what else are you going to do to get a 10% increase on your $1,000? So if you was to get a 10% increase today, you have to stop trading because you just you flipped your money 10%. So, it's impossible to do that anywhere. The bank's not going to give you 10%. There's nothing out there that's just going to give you 10%. So if you did that, you should literally stop. And then what you want to do is take, 10% of what you just earned. You want to take maybe about 60% of that and put it away and then risk the next 40% of it. So now, instead of having $1,000 to gamble, I got $1,040 to gamble, and my 10% next time will be $140. And I do the same exact thing all over again. It's compound interest every time. You can't look to make this big bang on the first shot. So one of the things that helped me to become a better trader is the hit money calculator, and it's just going to calculate compound interest for you. So whatever you're starting your account with, put it in there, and how much of a return do you want to get on your money every day? 3% is a great number to get. I personally shoot for 7% return every day, but let's just do 3%. 3%, and we're just going to do it Monday through Friday. And we're going to reinvest, let's say we'll reinvest 60% of it. So every time we get money, we're going to reinvest 60% of it. Let's see what happens. All right, so just off, I only did 40 days. Hold on, my bad. So by the end of the year, by taking a simple $5,000, that's turned into $868,000 by doing exactly what I just told you to do. Take 60% of it, all right, reinvest it. Well, I flipped it around. So take 60%, reinvest, and 40% give to yourself. Put into your savings account. So with $5,000, 3% in one day is $150. And that's not a lot of money to people, and that's where they mess up at. If you just do that, okay, you see the next day you're going with $5,090. So I'm only going to get $152 for 3%. Once again, you take 40% out of this 152. 40% comes to you. 60% gets reinvested again. So now you have 581, 5,181. But you have to keep doing this, and be patient. Like, just watch your plan, whatever it is. I mean, you can start with $100. It really doesn't matter as long as you stick to your plan. And when you see this $100, like $100 and 3% is no money, $3. And as a trader, you know that you can make $3 in no time. And with $100 by the end of the year, you'll flip that to $17,000. So it's really, honestly, truly patience. It's understanding numbers and percentages. Like, don't be greedy, all right? Because greed will make you fail, just like I did earlier today with the Aussie dollar. I was being greedy, okay? So don't be greedy. Just work towards your percentage. Like, pull this chart, all right? And every day you just want to make sure you're staying on track. If you lose a day, all right, and you don't hit that goal of this dollar amount, like, it's okay. But what you don't want to do is lose this, all right? So it's really, truly, it's all about numbers and math. Consistently, every day, taking profits and stopping, taking profits and stopping. And before you know it, you're going to see that account grow tremendously.
So then when you, I guess, so let's say you go on like a little losing streak because you don't risk more than 10%. So if you did have your $100, you don't risk more than $1. But when you keep going down, like, would you try to make try to remake what you lost, or would you just keep trying to go for your 3% every day? Like,
you still want to just shoot for the 3%.
Okay.
The issue where people come into trading is they don't have a zone, right? So let's say this is my zone right here, these two boxes for me trading. Or let's say I got into it right around here. What I would do here is take this. All right, I'm just looking for wick touches. I see I got a lot of wick touches right there. All right, and I'll use this as my other zone. All right, so now I'm literally going to say, all right, I'm not trading any of this garbage in between here. I'm only trading when it gets to here or here. So, if I'm here, it got me a trade here, got me a trade there, got me a trade there. So let's say we got to here, right? And all right, we got to here. We put in the buy. It didn't go with the buy. Now you have to know, like, to just take your losses, cut your losses right here. Because I'm looking back on previous, it shouldn't go down any further than these 10 pips right here. Like, I have to be comfortable telling myself, okay, I'm all right with losing this 10 pips, because when I look at this trade, all right, if we would have followed this trade, you would have made 21 pips. That's where it went up to. So yeah, I lost 10 over here, but I made 21 over there. And you're going to have 2 trades that lose and 8 trades that win.
Mm-hmm.
But if you over leverage your account, and when I say over leverage, like that first trade, you tried to go for the bang and you didn't stick to this plan. You was only supposed to be trying to make $3 per trade, right? So this trade was only meant to make you $3, and you got greedy. You made your 3 and you wanted more, but you got to get your 3 and get out. And when I say get out, I don't mean like close the trade out. When I say get out is, all right, it came up 20 pips. I've collected my 3% that I wanted for the day. Now I just move my stop loss to a stop profit. So no matter what, if it reverses on me, I still captured what I was supposed to get for the day. But if it keeps going more, I made more than what I was supposed to get for the day, and I can actually roll that over to the next day in case I get a loss. Because I'm always on track. Just it's all about staying on track and having that goal. You got to have it mapped out. Because if you can't see this, then you're trading blindly and you're going to lose. like I did today.
I see what you mean. Appreciate you.
Now, if you choose not to, hold on, let me turn Facebook off. They're getting too much information. If you guys want some more info, make sure you visit the link. Of course, I work with my students every day. So road2legend.com/webinar replay. You can find out how you can get involved. All right, so now this is where cost averaging comes into play, right? So you can literally not worry about trades as long as you, once again, map it out first. So let's say, and I'm just drawing stuff up really quick. Let's say I did my support and resistance. I'm here. Here. Draw another one here. So let's take, for instance, this trade right here, right? We got into it. Let's say we got in here. We thought it was going to be a buy because it hit our line and then it went south on us. The key to this trade is your entry, all right? Your entry is going to be key to everything when you do cost averaging. So if I just simply say, okay, my 3% goal, because like I know 3% is very small. So my 3% goal, in order for me to get 20 pips with 3%, to make my 3%, I need to put 20 cents on it. All right. Because if it goes down 20 pips, that'll be 3% of my total account. And that'll be my profit for the day. Cool. So now it didn't do that. It went reverse on you 20 pips. But maybe you didn't put a stop loss in. So it came down here, and let me see how many pips were it down. So we entered in here. It's down 47 pips. All right, well, because I didn't go too big on my very first trade, I can now add another trade in of the same amount. And now I actually have 40 cents on it. But what I just did was I said, okay, I understand that this is 47 pips that I need to gain back to break even. All right, but I don't want to risk trying to get 46 pips again. But by me doubling on that trade, I now said was half of 46, 23. That I need to get right back to around here to break even. So 129,847. Let me put a line there. 129. We'll just do it right. Hey. One, 2, 9, 8, 4, 7. Boom. All right, so we'll make that one yellow. That is our halfway marker. So if we would have doubled in that trade, okay, and put that 0.04 on there, well, we added an extra 0.02 to match our original entry. We don't need to go all the way back 46 pips. We just need to get right to here to break back even. So this gets you out of bad trades. When you make a bad trade, it saves you. So now, all right, I don't need price to come all the way up to here. I'm right here. I can break even, close out of my trade, wash my hands, and go to do another trade another day or another time, right? But let's say we did that, and what did it do? It kept going down more. Well, we got to find our next support line. This is our next support line. All right, so when it gets down to here, which probably would have been right here, I would have used this wick right here because I would have been looking at previous times of when it wicked. So a wick right here, I would have chose this as my entry to put in another trade. All right, so when I did that first trade, this is my new entry point right here. All right, so now I have 0.04 on it. I have to put 0.04 on it again for this trade. All right, plus 0.04. So now I got 0.08 on it. So I really got 80 cents on the line now. So I came here. Let me get my ruler. All right. From here to there. All right. It's 71 pips. That's what I would need. We'll just say 70 pips in order to break back even from where this trade is right here. And that's if you didn't put another trade in, you needed to come back up 70 some pips in order to break back even from your original. But by me putting this trade in here, half of 70 is 35. So I needed to come right here. All right, that's where I needed to come to. As you can see, it didn't quite get there. It almost did, but it didn't quite get there. So now I'm 0.08 in the game. What did it do? It came down again to my next line. So this is why that very first trade is key, because if you mess up on your first trade, you know, it doesn't allow to get out of trouble. So we're here. All right, it came all the way down to there. That's 75 more pips. My entry is going to come in right here again. But once again, I got 0.08 on it. I've got to double that. So now we do plus 0.08. That's going to equal to $1.60. So what is it? 0.16. All right. So that's what we have on it now by us putting this trade in here. But remember, you know, our entry was here. So that's 68 pips away. Half of 68 is 34. 34. All right. So now that we put that other trade on it, you know, we're right here. All right. That's where our new entry needs to be. As you can see, it didn't go there. Now, I got another goal. See, there goes my wick again. Now is when it's going to start coming back to you and how you can make a lot of money using this strategy if done correctly. All right. So now I'm doing 0.16. So I have to put another 0.16. Now, this is where, you know, accounts start to get messed up. Because now we have, what's that, $3.20 on there. All right, so now that we got 0.32, that's $3.20. All right, but this was my new entry. It came down some more. All right, it came down, and I would have just looked at my wicks from previous time, which I'm sure. As you can see, these were levels right here that I could have put a trade in, and the purple would have been my next level. So I see these wicks touching right here. That would have been my next trade zone, all right, which put me down 50 pips. All right, so I'm here. I put in another trade to match. I don't need to get 50 pips. I need to get 25 pips, which is right here. So bam, all of a sudden, I just did 25 pips at $3.20 and broke back even right here. Like I'm even right here. And as you can see, price got right here. I broke even. I went into profit. Honestly, you should like close out, get out of trouble. All right. But some people like to play around with it. And as you can see, from you taking a 0.32 and you broke even right there, it came all the way up 142 pips for you. So now you're going to take your $3.20. Let me do the math for you. So we're going to do $3.20, and we're going to multiply that by 142. And now you just made yourself $454 off of a 20-cent trade in the beginning. But that first trade, like you can literally do this putting 10 cents on all your trades and then no stop loss and letting it go. but you got to mark your charts up. Like you have to mark your charts up. You got to know where your next entry point is. Like you have to know where that next entry point is for you to double down, because you don't want to double down too much. You want to calculate your trades. Like you want to make sure that these are trades that are worth the risk and not putting too much on it. So that is a way of trading my style without a stop loss. Of course, your return is going to be smaller because, sometimes, a lot of times, you put the 10 cent on and it goes in the direction that you wanted to go. And you're only going to get, $3, $4. But you only did 10 cents. So that's a lot of money for $3, $4. So you have an option. What I would say is to look, and if you feel really confident about one of these hitting on our fib line or your support and resistance, remember, it don't have to be my lines. It could be yours too. That's why I want you guys to get in the habit of drawing your charts. But when it hits that line, like, this black line is a strong support line for me. So I'm going to go a little heavier on my trade. I'm not going to worry about doing the cost averaging. If anything, I'm just going to do my 20 pip stop loss and say, hey, if it didn't work for me right there, take me out. Like, I don't want to play this game anymore. But for trades that I'm not quite too sure about, but it's still doing my strategy, well, let me put 20 cent on it, because if it does go wrong, as you can see, 20 cent is going to end up turning into $4 or $5, and you can make a lot of fucking money. Practice these techniques in your demo account. Then, like I said, once you get ready, try it out with just 10 cent. And at any time, if you get stuck doing it, just shoot me a text or something. If I'm available, we can pull up the charts. We can look at it together. But cost averaging will get you out of trouble if you just make sure you do not over leverage that first trade.
Yeah, the first one's the key one.
It is. It's the key of all of it.
Because you put it in the wrong spot, and cost averaging, it'll eventually turn around, but you'll be out of leverage to see that.
And I had to do that today with the damn not the Aussie, the GBP NZD. I mean, just look at this trade. Like I've never been a part GBP NZD. I haven't been a part of a trade like this ever in my life. So I just had to pull it. Like, you see, I was trying to cost average at all my levels, and it just keeps shooting up. Well, I messed up on my first trade, right? I went too high on my first trade, and before I knew it, like I'm at $20 per pip, and I ended up losing $3,000 on this. And that's part of cost averaging. If you do not like this is crazy. I've literally never seen a trade just like, look at this. For the last 3 days, it has been on a tear up. But as you can see, like it's hitting it just hit one of my fib lines. So I really should have got into that sale. I'm mad I didn't. Damn it. But I mean, it's been hitting fib lines the whole time. So that's part of that cost averaging thing. Sometimes these trades get tricky, and cost averaging can save you if you're disciplined. But an undisciplined like myself, it can burn you also as well. And the only reason why it burnt me is because I didn't stick to my rules. And it's hard to stick to rules. I'm not going to lie to you. But if you can stick to the rules and keep practicing, and this helps me stick to my rules. Being able to see this chart allows me to stick to my rules. The reason why I didn't stick to my rules is I didn't have that chart in front of me. I was upstairs in my room, and I looked on my phone, and this looked good, and I fired into the trade without sticking to my rules. So it just literally practice patience and rules, and you'll be good to go. Remember, wherever your line is where you draw it, whether it's fib or support and resistance, wait for closure first, above or below that line, before you look to get into it. And you really want a wick touch. Like this is a perfect trade right here. Man, I gotta put something into this cell.
The hour almost over. You might as well see if it closes.
Well, that's why I want it right there, because the hour is almost over. Wow, AUD USD still shooting up. I am so mad about that. Like,
yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oh my God, you don't understand. I had probably about $30 on it per pip, and it shot down. I put a stop loss in, and it shot down and wiped out all of my trades, and then it shot back up.
You see that big wick right there that came in? Mm-hmm. My stop loss was right under, the little wicks under it. I put like right under there. Of course, it came down, touched it, took me out. I was like, this sucks. But I had the whole week. I had drew up the chart, so I had it on a sale. But yeah, I just made a bad judgment call and put a buy in, thinking it was a midweek reversal or something. I should have stuck with my sale call, because it's been on a downtrend since like August, just in between the like these little two lines I drew out on the diagonal.
I don't like being 10 pips away. I can't even get into that trade. God dang it. Look at it. But yeah,
but why is that too far? You got like a lot of room to still go down.
I do have a lot of room to go down, but I also have room that it could go south. 14 pips. So, I missed the trade. It is, don't try to catch a trade. Like, let it come to you. And if you miss it, you just miss it. It's going to be more trading tomorrow, another hour or whatever. Like, I missed the trade. That's all. Because as you can see, I would have got in. It looked like it was going down. Now it's about to come back up some more. And and now you say, I get in here. That's 14 pips to there plus another 9 pips that I got to clear it for my stop loss. So now we're at 20, 24, 25 pips of a stop loss. That's too much.
I see what you mean.
And as you can see, it's coming right on back up. And, I don't trust it. But, so that's all that we have for today. Don't forget, Monday through Friday. Of course, Friday we won't do 9 p.m., but Monday through Thursday it'll be 3 a.m., 9 a.m., 9 p.m. For right now, it'll all stay on this link until we start to get a little higher. Then I'll start sending out new links for the live every day or once a week. As well as, Sebastian, I'm working on setting this all up so you can actually get paid for inviting people to join. Pretty much an affiliate link that you'll have that you can pretty much tell people to come learn how to trade. When they sign up, you'll get paid. So I'm hoping to get people making money, as well as with all of our programs and products that we have, Sebastian, are going to be available to be able to promote to other people, and you can get paid off of it as well. So one of our major products with the social media manager and building websites, a lot of people like that. So it could be a great opportunity to make a lot of money on the side, as well as learning how to trade some money. So hopefully all of that will be up within the next week that you can actually invite people to. We're going to be doing a $7 promo for the rest of this month. After this month is over with, then we'll go into the real prices of what all of this software and stuff costs, and we're going to grandfather everybody in that's joined in, like yourself now. You guys are going to have the cheaper price for what these products cost, of course. But you're also going to get the opportunity to have the affiliate link to get paid off the products. Everybody else, they're going to have to pay more in order to get an affiliate link to get paid off the products. So everybody that jumped in here at this early tester phase, you guys are grandfathered in at a price, and you get the links to pretty much make your money back and more. So we do have a lot of, holy shit, it went back up and sparked it, damn it. But we do have a lot of people on the team, like Ariana and myself and Jade and others that are going to be here to pretty much help you learn how to market, learn how to sell with the membership side of the package. So, you know, all the opportunities are going to be here for you to make money. Our goal is to get everybody to stop working and start enjoying life a little more. So any way that we can help you, please let us know, Sebastian. I appreciate you for joining in.
Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I don't have a business or anything like that, but I know a few people that do, so I'm gonna try to get them interested in it.
Oh, you got a business, my brother. You are your business.
Amen. You got something, Sebastian.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I signed that contract. Because right now, your boy is like over 100 in debt, 100,000. So this is a big investment.
That's you know, and I'm actually glad. Well, I'm not glad you're in the debt, but you know, I want to be able to, you know, get you out of that. So definitely, yes, you don't have a business on paper, but you yourself, you are a business. I mean, that's where I bring most of my money in at. It's from me. It's not from per se a business, because all of my business is me. So the faster we can get people to see you and know who you are, the faster you can start making money off yourself. And it's really, you know, it's really not as hard as most people make it. It's just most people don't want to talk to people, or they don't want to use their Instagram to promote something because they're too worried about what somebody's going to think about them. But if you can get out your mind, and I'm not saying that it's in your mind, but if you have in your mind that you're worried about what people think and what they see, if you get rid of that, I'm telling you, money starts flowing. Because I don't give a damn what nobody think about my social media. I don't care what they see. Like, it's my social media. Either you gonna click yes or yes. I mean, other than that, like, what are we talking about? Because I don't care what you did last week at work. I don't care about the picnic that you was on Saturday. Like, that's where people get caught up at, watching other people's lives. So instead, I give people the life that they want to see of success. And in the meantime, if you want to do it too, click this button at the bottom. It's going to cost you, but I can get you to where I'm at. But it's going to cost you. And, you know, just by you honestly, just posting correctly and, you know, just being active and saying, hey, go visit this link to see exactly what it is that I'm doing. And you let the system do the work for you. Because the more people you put into the system, the better odds of you converting them into a sale. And the beauty is you're not the one doing the selling. And that's where a lot of people don't win at, because they're too worried about doing the selling. You know, less talking, more pushing, and you'll get everything that you wanted. And I promise you that debt can get erased in no time. It takes a little work up front. It takes a little consistency and follow up. Follow up is like the number one thing. So if you can get those things down, and work ain't the answer. You know, work is just a jump start to bring you money in, to invest to get you out of the hole. And you know, and when I say invest, it ain't just like investing your money into some stock or something. Like, you have to invest your time with your money. So if you take money and you buy something, figure out like, all right, how much time do I need to put in to get my money? The same way I told you to draw that chart and not draw the chart, do the compound interest and look at 3%, it's the same exact thing when you go to purchase a product or something like that. Like if I bought a product, how much work, how much time do I need to put in to get my money out of it? And it might not be me selling the product to get my money out of it, but it might be me working and using the product for me to accomplish something else to get my return. But everything that we do, if we just look at it as far as, all right, I invested $100 into it, what do I need to do to get my return on investment? Instead of saying, I invested $100, I needed to pay me $1 million. Like, it just don't work like that. Like, nothing works like that. But if you break it down into smaller goals and say, all right, I paid $100, I need to get $4 every day off of it for me to get a 4% return on my investment. Well, all right, well, let me figure out what do I need to do every day to get $4 return on this. And by the end of the year, if you just stick to that same motto of saying, all right, I did $100, that's 4% return. I got my $4 for the day. Tomorrow I got $104. I need 4%. You just keep doing that return on investment every day. And before you know it, you said $100,000 in debt. I showed you with compound interest, taking $100 and doing 3% a day, you get $800,000 by the end of the year. That'll wash away all your debt. And you could have a whole differently understand compound interest. So now it's just, how can I sell the product?
No.
Hey, that's all I care about.
That's a good investment. Alkaline water is elite, actually. It's just taxing, but it's really elite.
You ain't never lie. And I got the elite damn, I got one of the best water filters out there. Like, I just did my research, found out who has the best water filter. Because I know this is a big thing right now. Everybody's talking about water and health and vegan. So, why sit? And this goes back to what I'm telling you. Like, I'm just looking at Instagram and social media, and I just see everybody talking about health, water, vegan. So why be a person sitting back talking about health, water, and vegan? Like, that's not doing nothing for me. I don't want to sit back and have a conversation with people about this. Instead, I'm looking at this conversation, trying to figure out how can I get into the conversation and get everybody that's having that conversation to put me on their payroll come Friday. And that's all I want to do. So I literally go into these discussions. I check the hashtags of my niche of water. And as people are talking about different waters, I'm just going in there, giving my comments, of what I think about water, what I've seen about water. And I'm honestly just answering what I got from the page of these water people. I'm just giving their response. They already told me the health benefits of it. So let me reply to people with the health benefits. They end up thinking I'm the guru. And all I did was read the website that they didn't feel like reading. And I'm telling them about it. But they're not going to go to the website. They're going to come to me to purchase the product. And I don't have a product. I don't own a product. But I just made 30% off of, I think those water things are like $120. So I made 30% off $120. I could care less. I'm going to run it on the internet. And I'm going to try to average 15 people a week. And before you know it, if I stick to that number, 3 months, I'm almost at $500,000.
That's good stuff. You let me know when everything gets up and moving, and when I get that bread, I'm gonna surely go ahead and buy me a filter.
Oh, damn right, man. So you already in, so you're gonna be a part of all the emails. Like I said, we're still in like a beta phase of everything. But definitely in 14 days, you'll have affiliate links to products. We're going to start doing more meetings to teach you guys how to promote and push the products. And gold is in profit. That's what I'm talking about.
So is the last website doesn't work anymore? Because I know I went on there like earlier this week because I was trying to watch a webinar. I mean, not a webinar. I was trying to watch a trading video, but it wasn't on there.
Which for the back office?
Yeah.
It works. I did the email go out to you to set up your account for the back office? it's still, so you still should be able to log into your back office. I just changed the tab. So let me know if you can. Are you by your computer now?
Yeah.
Let me know if you can log into the back office.
Let's see. Oh yeah, everything's back up.
Yeah, I just had to put a tab on, man. I'm getting all of these haters out. It's a lot of bad energy that was in there, so I had to erase everybody.
I'm already understanding. Already understanding.
But so if you want anybody to like look at the webinar that we did, I just forgot the S, but it's road2legend.com/money or webinar replay.
Is that somewhere like typed out, and I could just add the S, or I could type it out now real fast?
I mean, you can type it out now. It is road2legend.com and webinar replay.
road2legend.com.
Or you can use money. It'll kick them. It should kick them back to. So webinar replay or money. It'll kick them to this. And this is a webinar that we did the other night. That they can get involved. Now, granted, the only downside is I can't really set an affiliate up on the $7 package for right now. Like I said, at the end of this month, it won't even be, I think we have it as $100 and $150 for a monthly fee for right now. But like that fee for the membership is going to go up to $197, and the fee for the boiler room is going to go up to $150. So my goal is to get all of you guys somewhere around 20 to 35% per purchase. So let me just, I didn't even break down. I guess I got to break down this math at one point. So let's just say we got 197 times 35%. All right, so that'll be 68.95 per person. So, multiply that by 3. Oh, my bad, 68.95. We'll do 68.50 times 3. All right, so anytime you make 3 sales, you've pretty much gotten your money back to pay for anything. Now, granted, you guys are grandfathered in, so when you make 2 sales, you pretty much got your money back. But 3 sales, you got your money back from anything. If you average, like I said, let's be reasonable, and we'll say 5 sales a week at $86.95. All right. What is there? 5 weeks in a month, 4 weeks in a month.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do that times 4, and then we'll multiply that by 12. So, off one product, if you just do 5 people a week, you'll make $20,000. And that's just off the cheaper sell. So the way that we have funnels set up, when we get these things rolling, 197 is going to be like the base price, but we're going to have a bunch of other stuff packaged. So when they go to click on this button, and it says, it's going to be something here that's like, hey, try this out, $7 for 14 days again, right? But once they click this button, it's going to take them to another page, and it's going to be like, hey, I know you purchased this. Turn the share off. I know you I didn't mean to turn that share off.